Hey everyone, welcome back to yoga. My name is Jenny Tank and I am Lakeland University's on-campus yoga instructor. We're pleased to bring you these virtual yoga classes that you can practice anytime, anywhere during your schedule. Feel free to check out our YouTube channel as we have a full library of yoga classes and meditations that are available and completely free to use. So go ahead and check them out. Practice with us anytime. And today we are going to focus on yoga to promote sleep. So a lot of us were almost going into finals week, not to mention that word, but sometimes we need a little bit more sleep, a little bit more rest and restoration and just restoring ourselves. So today we're going to focus on that. You can practice this with a mat or without a mat. You can practice it in your pajamas or in comfortable, just stretchy attire. So go ahead and get into anything that you're comfortable with. And we're going to start seated. So you can begin by crossing ankles if you'd like. Just make sure both sit bones are evenly grounded down, maybe even rocking side to side. And allow the hands to just rest on top of the knees. Intentionally roll the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale them down the back. Close the eyes and just allow the breath to flow in and out through the nose or the mouth, however you feel comfortable. It doesn't matter if the breath is starting to elongate or not. You might feel your body slowly starting to settle into this physical space, into the practice. And you may notice that your breath is a reflection of your day. If you have a lot going on around you, in your head, in your heart, your breath may be rapid, might be kind of shallow. But know that you have the power within yourself, within this beautiful practice of yoga, to start to slow down the breath, drawing more air in and out. If you feel any tension in any parts of the body, know that you can move, adjust. Maybe start by relaxing the cheekbones, all the way through the forehead, the eyebrows. If you hold a lot of tension in your jaw space, which a lot of us do, if you clench through the jaw throughout your day, just go ahead and open and close the mouth. Release that. You can even take your pointer fingers and gently place it on your jaw space along your jawline and just gently rub that area. Just promoting it, telling the muscles to slowly relax. A few more rounds of breath wherever you are. Take one more round of your breath in and out. If you need longer in this seated portion of class, feel free to stay here, pause the video, and breathe. You're welcome to do that in any portion of this class. If a pose just feels really comfortable and you feel yourself sinking into a sleep-like state, feel free to pause and stay. Slowly flutter the eyes open. You're welcome to stay in a seated space here with the hands on the knees, or if you'd care to join me for a little pranayama, which is our breath work in yoga, we're going to take our right thumb and gently place it on the outside of our right nostril, leaving the left side completely open. If you have any nasal congestion or anything like that, I would suggest that you sit and breathe. Otherwise, right thumb on the right nostril. Your pinky finger and your other fingers can just go where they're comfortable. And just breathe through the left side. Draw air in and out through the nose. Feel free to close your eyes
this is your first time doing this, it may feel a little different, but just stay with it. And the reason that we're closing off the right side is the right is associated with heat, energy, often referred to as the sun side, the bright, glowing, beautiful thing that gives us energy throughout the day. And the left side is referred to as the moon side, or the cooling side. When we want to get in a restful place, closing off the right gently and allowing the left to open up just signifies to the body to cool down, to start to harness that moon side, that moon energy. The breath can be long or short. Just allow it to flow naturally. Two more rounds of breath on the left side. And then gently release the right hand down. Come back to this neutral, comfortable seat. And just breathe through both nostrils. Just feel how that feels. Gently fluttering the eyes open, moving into frog pose. Everyone's body is vastly different, so this pose may be accessible. It may not be. That's perfectly okay. Stay here if you're comfortable, sitting with the ankles crossed. Or if you'd like, we're going to send the right leg out, making a little L with it, flex through the toes. And then the left leg is going to come on top of it. This left knee may stay lifted the entire time. Again, if this is really uncomfortable, it is a hip stretch. If this is really uncomfortable, painful, and are not relaxing, just feel free to sit. You can place yourself on a pillow and then gently flex through the left toes. This left knee may start to come down, and just breathe here. You can take your hands and frame your left knee and the foot as you just start to cool down. The eyes can stay open, or you can start to flutter them closed. And just breathe in this frog pose. And if thoughts start to surface in the mind, as they will, just notice them and allow them to pass. Take 2 more rounds of breath on this side. And then when you're ready, we're gently going to flip the feet. So the left foot is going to come down, making an L, and the right foot is going to come on top. Again, if this right knee is lifted, stay lifted. Or if crossing the ankles, comfortably sitting on a pillow is more comfortable for you, feel free to do that. Flex through the right toes. You'll feel this through the right hip. You may already feel it through the left hip as well. And then come back to the breath. Eyes can be open or closed. And just start to change away from that fight or flight system that is so ingrained in us. The breath, as we slowly come onto the mat, we change, and we can tell ourselves and remind ourselves that we don't have to choose, that we can just be in the present moment, breathing. A few more rounds of your breath at your pace. Gently flutter the eyes open if they closed. You're going to take both feet and plant them on the ground. Hands can go behind you for support, and just gently windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Not moving very fast, just bringing some life back in. And when you're ready, allow both legs to go long out in front of you. Flex through the toes. You can keep a gentle bend to the knees. As you inhale, reach the fingertips tall. Exhale, hinge at the hips, and allow your body, your heart to just come forward a little bit. The hands can rest on the shins. They can grab for the ankle space. Or you can take peace fingers and thumb around the big toes and start to bend there. Big toe hold, seated forward fold. If you would like, you can even do this standing with the soles of the feet on the ground in a forward fold and just grabbing peace fingers and thumb around the big toes. But for now, we're going to use the floor as gentle support and just breathe. The eyes can naturally close and let breath flow in and out as you're comfortable. You'll feel the gentle stretch through the backs of the legs. You want to keep the heart nice and lifted as we start to calm our body and our minds, prepping it for sleep. Take 2 more rounds of your breath in this forward fold. Gently inhale, release the toes, coming back up, sliding the hips forward, coming all the way down to your back slowly, hugging the knees into the chest. Feel free to rock side to side. And keeping the arms at goal posts or to a T out to a side, let the shoulders start to relax down. Knees will stay hugged in towards the chest. And then exhale, allow both knees to fall to the left comfortably. The right hip will lift, but we want to keep the right shoulder grounded. So more relaxing, you can let the knees go towards the front of the mat. If you want more of a twist, you can hug the knees up towards the chest. And just breathe in the twist where you feel comfortable. Head is heavy, shoulders are heavy. Keep the breath flowing even though the torso is gently twisted. One more round of breath on this side. Allow your exhale to be complete and full. Knees are going to hug up towards the midline. And then exhale, drop both knees over to the right this time. Shoulders stay heavy. The left hip may lift. And again, allow the knees to go towards the front of the mat for less of a twist or more of a twist. Hug the knees towards the arms, towards the chest space. Go where you feel comfortable. And just allow gravity to keep you grounded. Shoulders heavy. And breathe. Really feeling the inhales as they come into the body and the exhales as they leave the body. Focusing on that breath. 2 more rounds of breath in this space. Allow the knees to come back up towards the midline and then hug them in towards the chest. Feel free to rock side to side. We're making our way up to a seated position. Gently allow the knees to come to one side and make your way up. As we set up for legs up the wall, feel free to transition yourself from your mat, if you have one, to a different space where a wall space is there. You can even use your bed if you would like to have your legs on the bed, and I will demonstrate that for you. Setting up for legs up the wall, allow your body to come to a seat as you transition the feet up. You may notice that the hips are further back. You can even bring a gentle bend to the knees as you walk the hips, shimmy the hips closer to the wall. If this is too much and it feels like too much of a stretch through the backs of the legs, feel free to walk the sit bones out from the wall and go where you're comfortable. Adjust the angle as needed. The toes can be together or they can be separated. And just gently allow gravity to do its work, gently reversing the blood flow. The arms can go where they feel comfortable. They can go to the sides. You can bend at the elbows. You can be long, heavy on the earth, palms down. Allow the eyes to close and just breathe. Reversing the blood flow of the legs really calms the body, calms the mind. This is a great space to go into if you have an exam coming up or something that needs a lot of energy, a lot of focus. This will help start to soothe things in the body and the mind and really bring you into the present moment. So stay with the legs at the wall. Bend the knees if you need to. Go where you feel comfortable and just be. Air will flow in and out comfortably through the nose or through the mouth. Shoulders are heavy to the earth. The back of the head is heavy and supported by the earth. Three more rounds of breath here. Feel free to stay longer if you need. And then gently making your way back to a comfortable seated position. Feel free to bend the knees, to shimmy the hips away from the wall, or just allow them to fall to one side. And take your time getting up to comfortably come to a seat. Gently returning to a seated position. Allow the hands to come to heart center, closing the eyes. We'll take one community breath to seal this beautiful practice. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, release. Thumbs float to third eye, this space between your eyebrows. May the moments of your life be filled with peace, joy, and love. We bow to each other to the practice. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you are in a very relaxed, sleep-like state. And I will leave you feeling that way and just enjoy as we will see you next week on Wednesday. Thank you so much.